Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here and welcome to 60 and Me. I do hope that you're having a wonderful day so far, that you've had a good sleep and you're facing the day with positivity and got some fun things planned. I've got my cup of tea this morning. I've actually made a very simple lemon ginger this morning. So I like lemon. I often just drink it by itself in the morning, just a glass of lemon juice, but lemon ginger. Nice cup of tea to start the day. But the topic I wanted to chat to you about today is related to something that always comes up when it's springtime, when the spring is starting, because color becomes such an important part of our lives. I think in the winter, we can wear black coats and navy blue and, kind of just get on with being in the cold. But then when the sun starts to come out and we can see color everywhere, I think it starts to become more of an issue or something we think about. So have you ever bought something just because you like the color and then got it home and realized that it really didn't suit you, that it didn't suit your coloring? Sometimes I go shopping and I will have sort of turquoise days or pink days, and I'll go into a shop and I'll just be looking by color. And if I see anything that is that color, I'll be tempted to buy it just because it's the color. And I'll say, I don't care what it is, I want that thing in that color. And so I've bought many a scarf in that kind of state of mind, because I do actually, like many of you, wear black a lot and on the bottom, and then on the top I wear something that's more colorful. Today I'm wearing actually one of my favorite colors. I like this peachy color. It doesn't really show up on camera very well though, so it looks a little bit darker, but it's kind of a pinky peach color, and that's one of my favorites. And I think with my lighter skin tone, which is my skin has gotten lighter and sort of a little more dull as I've got older, and the blonde hair that I've created magically, I think it looks okay. But do you do the same thing? Do you have a thing about color that you buy it instinctually and then realize maybe it's not so good? I think that's one of the things as we get older that we forget, that our skin does change color, and not just color, it changes like transparency, so it becomes more translucent, and just doesn't look as bright. So maybe that's one reason to wear a little bit of blush and a brighter lipstick. But we went down to Milan, it was actually a while ago now, a couple of years ago, and talked to a stylist named Melanie Page. And Melanie was great. We recorded a bunch of videos on fashion and style for older women. And she talked to us about fit, the importance of tailoring and fit as being the most important thing that you can think about. But she talked about that, after you've got fit, after you've got those 4 or so basic items in the shape that really works for your body, then you can start thinking about color. And now, Melanie wasn't a big person on the seasonal charts, that people have their colors done, and then you have, you put different colors up against your face, and you can choose whether you're cool or warm. She said that, that really it's down to your skin tone and your hair color, and and make that your priority rather than trying to match into a system. Although I know some people do actually really like the color wheel, and it works really well for them. She said one thing to think about: red, for example, is not a good color on most people over 60. Their skin is just is changed in tone and transparency, so it's not so good to wear it right up against your face. But you can wear it in like a scarf or even a belt. If you like red, or shoes, you could wear red shoes. But if you really like that red color in your wardrobe, maybe go more towards the burgundy than the sort of that orangey tomato colored red. But honestly, it's such a personal thing. I hate to even give advice, because I'm sure there's someone sitting there in our audience with a beautiful red top on and looking great. I wear red sometimes, but I always tend to wear a necklace between myself and the red top. So that's just something to think about. But when it comes to colors, I think she talks about a couple of little things to help you, and when you're shopping. And one of those is if you go take a friend with you shopping, don't always listen to the sales clerk because they are there for one reason only, and that is to sell you stuff. and they will. I'm not saying that they will lie, but they do actually see things through a different lens. So they're always going to give you an opinion that benefits them, honestly, and sometimes won't be so honest. So it's worth taking a friend with you, or even grabbing someone that's there in the store with you. Say, "Excuse me, what do you think? Is this color or this color?" And women usually love being asked for fashion advice, so that's always a great idea. Another thing that Melanie suggests is don't be tempted into people saying, "Oh, that looks so good with your eyes. That really accents your eyes." If you have blue eyes, if you wear a blue top, people will say, "Oh, that really looks great with your eyes." Because normally, she says, what they're saying is that it contrasts with your eyes. So you'll find, if you think about it, that colors that you wear that are complementary tend to be opposite to the color of, or complement your eyes. So, for example, I love purple. I actually have a purple scarf here I could show you. So this purple is a lighter purple, but because I have greeny eyes, this color, purple, and darker colors of purple are good for me. That works really well. So if you've got blue, maybe you should do something that's like even a green color. I think looks really good. So it's kind of working to accent your eyes rather than to match them. So that's another important thing. And pay attention how the color looks against your skin tone. That's what's really important, according to Melanie. And I have found that to be true. But she says also be careful with reds and pastels. Now, I talked about the red issue, that your skin sometimes gets little capillaries, it breaks out, or you get little red blotches, and red really accents that. She says to be careful about pastels. Now, I wouldn't consider this a pastel. I don't actually have any thing that's really pastel-y. I've got this scarf, which is a little bit lighter, but I think that that's okay. I think when you start putting really white or pale blue or pink against your skin, it can sometimes wash you out. But maybe if you've got the right color dark hair, it might be really nice to wear blue, a light pale blue. But I think that a lot of women have commented on this, that jewel colors, those colors that I wear, that blue turquoise and the bright fuchsia pink, sometimes look really good against older skin. So maybe jewel tones are colors that you like. And it's so personal. But in terms of the basics, like black, navy blue, burgundy, those are like the basics that in Melanie's mind that serve as your, like, the palette, and then everything else can get kind of accented too. So I've got this beautiful little scarf. These are all like little yoga scarves. They're not, they're just, I'm using them just for the colors. And then I have another one here, and I really like this color because I think it's a little hard on the camera here to show, but this is a beautiful green color. I think that looks okay too, but it's more of a jewel tone, like I was mentioning. I think it's really nice to have jewel tone colors. And then this one too, which I kind of like. I like it darker than this, but this is a nice turquoisey color too, which I think is good ones for women with older skin and skin color and blonde hair or gray hair. I think these are good colors for gray hair too. But anyway, I'm sure got your favorites, and I'd love to know what you're wearing. It's really nice to compare notes and see how you choose color to define your personality and to make you feel like you. I know whenever I wear this color pink, I feel comfortable. A lot of my makeup is around this peachy orange color, and I think we tend to gravitate. What kind of colors do you gravitate to? I'm curious. What are you wearing right now? What colors? It's really fun to compare. So anyway, I think just to go back to the original comment about Melanie made about fit. Fit first, color second. Worry about the way that your jacket fits you. If you've got a pear-shaped body, choose a jacket that's got a waist that goes in a little bit. Just choose the style that fits your body, and then on top of that, you can accent with color. So I think that's really important. And Judith Boyd said this too, the Style Crone. If you ever get a chance to check out her site, by the way, the Style Crone, really beautiful stuff she puts together in her fashion. A lot of vintage and beautiful color. She put one recently on Instagram that was a dress in royal blue. It was actually, I think, like a costume. It was a vintage dress, just stunning. And in dark blue, jewel tone blue is really pretty as well. It goes with jeans. I know lots of women like jeans too. So I think that's what I'd like to share with you today, and I would really enjoy the comments and conversations. What's your favorite color, and do you agree that choosing colors is really important to look at your skin tone and hair color? How do you choose colors when you're selecting clothes? So let's have a conversation on clothes today, colors and clothes, and I'll join in the conversation as well. And just hope that you put on something today that makes you sparkle, makes you feel great, makes you come alive, and go out into the world and shine. Have a really fabulous day, everybody, and I'll see you all back here again really soon. Take very good care of yourselves. Bye bye for now.